Did you know it rains diamonds on Saturn and Jupiter? Space isn't completely silent. Some stars actually make sounds. The sun burns 600 million tons of hydrogen every second. There are more stars in the universe than all the grains of sand on Earth's beaches. Near a black hole, time slows down. 1 minute there could be years on Earth. Astronaut footprints on the moon can last for millions of years because there's no wind or rain. Space smells like gunpowder and burnt metal. There was a time when only astronauts could go to space, but now if you've got the money, you can too. Space tourism is getting more serious than ever. You can buy a ticket like any regular passenger and see Earth from above. There are two types of trips: suborbital, quick round trips at 80 to 100 kilometers above Earth, cost around $500,000 per person; orbital, longer trips to the International Space Station at 400 kilometers altitude, cost between $20 to $50 million per person. Companies like Blue Origin and Virgin Galactic run suborbital trips. Companies like SpaceX and Space Adventures handle orbital trips. Of course you need training first, at least 3 months of preparation for zero gravity and high G-force conditions. Fun fact, William Shatner has done this too. Did you know a day on Venus is longer than a year there? Venus spins so slowly that by the time it completes one full rotation, it's already made a full trip around the sun. The sunsets on Mars are blue, not orange. It's the opposite of Earth. Mars' thin atmosphere scatters blue light instead of red. If you stepped into space without a suit, you wouldn't explode. You'd just pass out quickly because the oxygen in your blood would boil away. On Neptune, the winds blow faster than the speed of sound. They can reach up to 2,000 kilometers per hour. That's insane. In space, water turns into floating balls. With no gravity, the drops just hang there, drifting around like tiny orbs. There's a planet called 55 Cancri that's made mostly of diamond. It's basically a world full of jewels. Black holes actually make sound. NASA recorded them. They sound like deep, eerie moans coming from the depths of space. Io, one of Jupiter's moons, is covered in volcanoes. Its surface is constantly erupting. The whole place looks like it's boiling. There's a planet where it rains molten glass and the winds can hit 7,000 kilometers per hour. Wild, right? Most of the universe is made of something called dark matter, and we can't see it. No one really knows what it is yet. Astronauts actually get a bit taller in space. Without gravity pushing down, their spines stretch out a few centimeters. Neutron stars are so dense that a spoonful of one would weigh as much as Mount Everest. It's hard to even imagine how compact that is. The Milky Way's central black hole. At the center of our galaxy sits a massive black hole called Sagittarius A star, with a mass about 4 million times that of the Sun. If the Sun were in its place, the orbits of all the planets would be destroyed. Even light and energy passing nearby bend around it instead of moving straight. That means black holes don't just wrap space, they affect time too. Methane seas on Titan. One of Saturn's largest moons, Titan, has seas of liquid methane. Imagine rain falling not as water, but as methane droplets on strange gray sand. It even has rivers and lakes like Earth, but made entirely of very different chemicals. Supernova explosions. Stars have lifespans and they die. When they run out of fuel, some explode as supernovae. These blasts are so powerful they can outshine the entire galaxy. The gas and particles they release seed the formation of new stars and even planets. What metal means in astronomy? In space, metal isn't just iron or gold. Any element heavier than hydrogen or helium counts as metal. These elements influence planet formation, star colors, and the type of light stars emit. Dwarf planet Haumea. In our solar system, there's a dwarf planet called Haumea that looks like a rugby ball. It spins so fast that it stretches into this elongated shape. It's one of the strangest dwarf planets in our solar system. The Sun and Earth's future. Our Sun will eventually die. About 5 billion years from now, it will expand enough to swallow the inner planets, including Earth. This process takes millions of years and will gradually change our planet's temperature and atmosphere. The diamond star Lucy. There's a star almost entirely made of diamond called Lucy in the Virgo constellation. It's enormous, but no amount of money could ever match its value because we'll never be able to reach it. Time near a black hole. If you got close to a black hole's edge, time would almost stop for you. You'd freeze in that moment, while billions of years pass outside. This is one of Einstein's strangest predictions, and scientists are still studying it. Uranus tilted rotation. Uranus spins almost on its side. Its sun rises and sets along the horizon, and its seasons are long and unusual. Its summer can last up to 42 years. Billions of solar systems in the Milky Way. Our solar system is just one among billions in the Milky Way, and the Milky Way is only one galaxy among billions in the universe. The chances of other civilizations existing are much higher than we usually imagine. The ultra-dark planet TRES-2b. This planet reflects almost no light. It's darker than coal, and even its nearby star can't make it shine. Imagine a world completely dark without sunlight or even a moon. Extreme temperature swings in space. Temperatures in space can swing from minus 270 degrees Celsius to thousands of degrees. Without air to transfer heat, objects nearby can be both extremely hot and freezing at the same time. Neutron stars and pulsars. Neutron stars can spin incredibly fast. Some rotate 600 times per second. These are called pulsars, and they emit pulses of light and energy that astronomers detect with radio telescopes. Habitable planets. Scientists estimate there are over 100 billion potentially habitable planets just in our galaxy. That makes the possibility of intelligent life or other civilizations much more realistic than most people think. Did you know there's a giant interstellar cloud that contains alcohol? It's called Sagittarius B2 and it holds an enormous amount of natural alcohol. There's so much of it that in theory it could make drinks for millions of years. It's not drinkable, of course, it's just a raw chemical form floating in space. There's a planet with two suns. Kepler 16b orbits a pair of stars, so it gets double sunrises and double sunsets. It looks like something straight out of a sci-fi movie, but it's completely real. Space has something called the Great Wall. It's an enormous cosmic structure known as the Hercules Corona Borealis Great Wall. Its length, around 10 billion light years. It's so large that it breaks the limits of what we think the universe should look like. Some planets actually have iron rain. On a world called WASP 76b, the temperature on the day side is so high that iron turns into vapor. When it drifts to the night side, it cools down and falls as iron rain. Imagine standing in a storm of metal. Near a black hole, even light gets trapped. The gravity is strong enough to bend light around it, creating that glowing ring we've seen in black hole images. Light doesn't escape, it gets twisted and pulled like stretched rubber. Earth technically has a second mini-moon. A small asteroid named Cruinia moves in a pattern synced with Earth's orbit. It doesn't orbit us like the real moon, but it tags along in a strange dance around the sun. A day on Jupiter lasts only about 10 hours. Jupiter spins incredibly fast, and that rapid rotation helps create the massive storms we see, including the famous Great Red Spot. There's a region in space that's almost completely empty. Scientists call it the Big Void. It's a huge area with no stars, no galaxies, and almost no matter at all. It's like a missing piece of the universe. Stars produce sounds, just not in a way our ears can hear. They create vibrations inside their layers, and those ripples behave like sound waves. Astronomers convert the data into audible tones, and the results are surprisingly eerie.